Welcome back to High Stakes. Elevate your game by subscribing to our channel so you never miss our daily content. For exclusive access to our premium betting picks, join our Patreon. Find the link in the comments section below. Stay ahead with High Stakes. Arizona Diamondbacks versus Miami Marlins. The Arizona Diamondbacks have been the hottest team in baseball in the last month of action, and the Miami Marlins are not looking like too much of a threat. The offenses are on two completely different levels lately, with the D-backs averaging 6.14 runs in their last 14 games, while the Marlins are scoring 4 runs in their previous 13 games. The home/road splits for the starting pitchers shows a significant difference in what we should expect, as Jordan Montgomery is 4-2 with a 4.26 ERA and a .252 batting average, against in 7 road starts, 38.0 innings, while Roddery Munoz is 1-3 with a 6.63 ERA and a 1.69 WHIP in 8 games and 7 starts at home, 36.2 innings. Go with the Arizona Diamondbacks to pick up a win and finish the 3-game sweep here. When looking at how these starting pitchers have been struggling in their last 7 starts, it is evident why the over is the better play. Jordan Montgomery is 3-2 with a 6.68 ERA and a 1.70 WHIP in 32.1 innings during that span, while Roddery Munoz is 1-4 with a 6.42 ERA and a 1.49 WHIP in 33.2 innings. These bullpens have been struggling throughout the regular season as well, with the Diamondbacks being 22nd in Major League Baseball with a 4.15 reliever ERA, while the Marlins are right around league average, in 16th place with a 3.96 bullpen ERA. All in all, go with the over as the better bet for this game. Minnesota Twins versus San Diego Padres. The Twins have clearly run into one of the hottest teams going right now, and they have been unable to rally momentum in their favor in the second half. The recent loss of Buxton, the heart and soul of the lineup, adds another wrench to their stretch run. San Diego has actually needed to be this hot in order to just maintain their position in the West, as both the Diamondbacks and Dodgers have been doing much the same. Being at home is a big boost to the Padres' efforts, as they've gone 34-29 at Petco this season. Their starter, Waldron, has been a bit of a mess over his last 2 outings, but those were both on the road. A home start should help him correct the course. Waldron allowed just a run the last time he stepped on the Petco mound. Prior to Tuesday, San Diego was 4-3 in their last 7 games against the Twins. Take the Padres. These two sides tipped the scales over a 7-run total in their Monday series opener. Combined, there have been 131 games that have gone this season between the two. These are two top-half offenses in terms of scoring, the Twins ranking 7th overall with a 4.88 runs per game average, while the Padres check in at 11 with 4.76 runs per game. Minnesota's offense had been able to score at least 5 runs in 4 of their 8 games prior to Tuesday. San Diego put up 5 or more in 3 of their last 5 games. They will throw a starter to the mound, Waldron, who has allowed 12 runs in his last 2 starts, so I expect the Twins to chip in with a few against the Padres early. Woods Richardson could keep San Diego's bats at bay for a bit, but not entirely. Take the over. Colorado Rockies versus Washington Nationals. There is a significant difference between these starters when diving into the splits, as Tanner Gordon is 0-3 with an 8.04 ERA and a .328 batting average against in 4 road games, 15.2 innings, while Mitchell Parker is 4-2 with a 3.00 ERA and a 1.03 WHIP in 10 home starts, 60.0 innings, at Nationals Park. These bullpens are on different levels throughout the season, as well as the Rockies are last in the majors with a 5.59 reliever ERA, while the Nationals are 18th with a 4.14 bullpen ERA so far. Go with the Washington Nationals to pick up a win at home here. In the month of August, these starting pitchers have been getting hit a bit, as Tanner Gordon is 0-1 with a 4.64 ERA and a 1.11 WHIP in 11.2 innings, 3 starts, while Mitchell Parker is 1-1 with a 5.28 ERA and a .318 opposing batting average in 15.1 innings, 3 starts, in the month thus far. These all in all go with over 8.5 runs in this game. Cleveland Guardians versus New York Yankees. Not only is New York hitting the ball better in August, but home runs have been coming at a higher clip than their season average. An average that already has the Yankees at second in baseball in home runs. New York has also been sound at the plate, and with the Guardians' pitching staff being vulnerable to the long ball, we should expect to see New York take advantage here. Cortez has been vulnerable at times this season, but he's heaped his best at home and will face a Guardians offense that has struggled in August. New York money line. As mentioned, the Yankees' bats have continued to be amongst the strongest in the league. They'll face a Guardians bullpen that has been vulnerable at times this season, and their high rate of walks issued will only aid the Yankees' offense. The Guardians' offense has done well to stay disciplined at the plate, and they lead all of baseball in terms of driving home runners in scoring position. Look for both offenses to find a path to success here. Take over 8.5 runs. Cincinnati Reds versus Toronto Blue Jays. Rodriguez has excelled at home this season, generating a 2.49 ERA. The Jays took 2 of their 3 matchups with the Reds last season, including a 10-3 blowout in the series finale. The Reds have struggled on the road this season, losing over 50% of their games. They lost their previous 2 series away from their home stadium and fell in 3 of their last 4 games. Their pitching staff has allowed 6 or more runs to their opponents in 3 of their previous 4 road games. Reds batters hit a lean .228 with a .370 slugging percentage in their previous 10 games on the road. They have struggled at Rogers Center, hitting only .209 in their last 10 games. The Blue Jays have won 2 of their last 3 series in front of the home crowd, including a 3-game sweep of the Texas Rangers. They have beaten the Reds in 2 of their previous 3 matchups, including a 10-3 blowout. Cincinnati has lost 3 of their last 4 games. The stats and trends strongly support a comfortable win for the home team on Wednesday. Take the Jays. Rodriguez has been effective in his prior 3 starts, producing an ERA under 3 and a WHIP of 1.11. 2 of the 3 matchups between these squads last season went under the run total, with only 21 runners crossing the plate during the 3-game set. Both teams rank in the league's bottom half in multiple offensive categories, including batting average, so the odds of either team scoring quickly in bunches are low. The Reds went under the run total in 2 of their previous 3 games on the road, and they have failed to exceed 1 run in 3 of their last 4 games overall. They have gone under the run total in 6 of their last 9 games overall. Their pitching staff has given up 3 runs or less in their previous 2 games on the road. The Reds currently lead the majors in road ERA with 3.58. Most signs point to a lower scoring affair in Toronto on Wednesday. Take the under. Philadelphia Phillies versus Atlanta Braves. Max Fried will take the mound in the 2nd game of this crucial divisional series against the Phillies. He gave up 3 runs on 5 hits and 3 walks while striking out 5 batters over 5.1 innings in a loss to San Francisco last week. He managed his longest outing over his 3 starts since returning from the IL on August 4th, and this was the first time he's given up fewer than 4 earned runs during that period. But he has not looked the same since coming off the injured list. He has a 7.90 ERA in 3 starts since being activated. The Phillies can put a stranglehold on the division with a series win here, and I think Wheeler pitches well and Philadelphia bangs Fried around. Take the Phillies. Pitching has been the calling card for the Braves and Phillies this season. Zach Wheeler will take the hill in the 2nd game of this key series. He has helped the Phillies to a 3.71 staff ERA, 4th in MLB. The Braves are right alongside them with a similar metric, and both clubs will rely on Wheeler and Fried down the stretch. Although Fried has been hit or miss over the last 3 appearances, I expect he and Wheeler to pitch into the 5th or 6th inning and deliver a strong game from both ends. Take the under. Los Angeles Angels versus Kansas City Royals. Cueto makes his return to the big leagues after nearly a year's absence and faces a Royals team that is not only hot but hits extremely well at home. The Royals are hitting nearly .260 as a team and will feast on Cueto, who no longer has the type of put-away stuff that keeps balls out of play. He was hit hard in Miami last year in limited starts and is in this position with the Angels due to a rash of injuries to the Angels staff. The Royals come into this game needing the series win to keep pace with the Twins and stay ahead of the Red Sox in the wild-card standings. Expect the Royals to do some damage to Cueto and the rest of the Angels' beleaguered staff to close out the series with a win. Take the Royals with the run line. In his last stint in the majors, Cueto had an ERA that approached 7.00, and he is a far cry from the pitcher who had 22 quality starts for the White Sox in 2022. The Angels have a staff ERA of over 4.50, so don't expect much relief when the Angels turn to their bullpen in the middle innings. Additionally, the Royals have gone over the run total in 2 of Lorenzen's 3 starts thus far. Overall, the over has hit in 4 of Lorenzen's 5 starts. Take the over. Tampa Bay Rays versus Oakland Athletics. There's no easy money on the side bet in this game. The Rays' offense has been pretty bad of late and has an 80 WRC plus against the right-handed pitchers in the last 10 days. However, their pitching staff looks good, and the Rays' bullpen has registered a 2.49 ERA, 1.11 WHIP, and a .211 batting average against over the past 10 days and 43.1 innings of work. The Athletics have a 123 WRC plus against the righties in the last 10 days, which is the main reason why I'm going with Oakland. Their bullpen has been solid during that span, notching a 3.29 ERA, 1.10 WHIP, and a .186 batting average against across 27.1 frames of work. Take the Oakland Athletics. Also take the over. Seattle Mariners versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers have won 6 of their last 8 home games, while the Mariners have lost 7 of their last 8 road games. Scoring continues to be a problem for the Mariners, who failed to score a run in the first game of the series and scored 3 or fewer runs in 7 of their last 8 road games. Things won't get easier for them in this game because they're batting under .220 against right-handers, and Flaherty has done a good job on the mound for the Dodgers, giving up 7 runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 6 runs in his last 3 home starts, and with Los Angeles' bullpen playing well, they will keep Seattle's offense in check. Scoring hasn't been a problem for the Dodgers, who scored 19 runs in their last 4 home games. Even though Gilbert has done a good job on the mound for the Mariners, he struggled in recent starts, especially on the road where he gave up 11 runs in his last 3 starts. He gave up 5 runs in his lone start against the Dodgers and will have a hard time slowing them down in this game. Go with Los Angeles to cover the money line. Also take the under.